Should I train full body or should I train split? Now, you need to know what those two things mean. Full body workouts basically does what it says, you train the full body. And then splits, over a set period of days, you ideally would train all your muscle groups, but a certain amount of muscle groups on different days. Maybe 2 on this day, 2 on this day, 2 on this day. And then you would repeat the cycle once that first week has finished. Now with split training, there's a lot of splits you can do. You can make a custom split for you, or you can follow popular splits that have been proven already. Now, when I was younger, I made my own split, and personally for me, for what I was able to do, I was able to go gym twice a day, and I was able to do it 7 days a week. That split worked for me. That split might not work for you because of your schedule, but at the time, it worked for me. Currently though, that's not the split I do, because things in life may change, so I had to adjust it. The current split I do is pull, push, and then legs. Other people might do push, pull, legs. I do pull, then push, and then legs. By doing this split, it allows you to train everything in your body in 3 days, or 3 workouts. The reason why this is one of the most popular ones is because 1, you can train everything in 3 days, meaning you can train your whole body twice a week, which is kind of the minimum required. 2, you give your body 72 hours to recover from the previous workout from that. So for instance, if you trained your legs on Monday, your next leg session wouldn't be till Thursday. So you got the whole of Tuesday, Wednesday, 48 hours to rest, plus the remaining hours on Monday and the beginning hours of Thursday. So getting close to 72 hours. But it's between 2 to 3 days. Also, it's not just a random split. This split is basically grouping the functions of muscles that work together. So you may have heard of primary movers and secondary movers. Basically, a primary mover is the main muscle you aim to target, and a secondary mover is a secondary muscle that assists in the movement. Sometimes there's even a third assistant which might assist in an exercise. For instance, the barbell bench press. The bench press predominantly is to train your chest, so that's going to be your primary mover. But it does receive help from your shoulders, the front delt, and it does receive help from your triceps. So it does have a secondary and a third assistant. Some exercises don't have 3 muscles working together, some may only have 2, and then some exercises may be isolated, which will only target 1 muscle. But I'll go into isolation in a different video. So pull day, you'd be basically training all your pulling movements. So pulling movements are movements where you're bringing a weight towards yourself or away from gravity. So this would be targeting your rear delt, all your back muscles, traps, your rhomboids, your lats, your spini, and your biceps, and if you want to include your forearms. So those are your pulling muscles, the muscles you pull the weight towards yourself or away from gravity. Your pushing muscles do the total opposite. You're trying to push the weight away from you, or you're trying to push it towards the ground. Your pushing muscles are basically on the opposite side of your pulling muscles. Pushing wise, you have your chest, you have your shoulders once again, but this time not the rear delt, the lateral delt and the front delt. And lastly, your triceps. They all work together in the pushing motion to move the weight away from the body. And then finally you have legs, which is basically your entire lower half of your body. Your calves, your hamstrings, your quadriceps, your glutes, your adductors, your abductors, all of that stuff below the waist, that's your leg day. Now, everything gets trained in those 3 workouts, from head to toe. Your body has sufficient rest. You train everything twice a week. That's why it's perfect for me. I'll tell you, there's not really too much negatives, but if you can't go to the gym 6 times a week, you're not going to be hitting every muscle in that 7-day period twice a week. So that might be your first drawback. If you can't go to the gym very frequently, split workouts might not be the best for you. If you're a beginner and you can only go 2-3 times, split workouts might not be the best for you. Also, with split workouts, you can train a muscle much more than you can with a full body workout. Because one, you're giving yourself a lot more time to rest. Two, you're only focusing on one group of muscles. So you're not having to rush a workout or rush training a specific muscle group because you need to move on to another muscle group, because you're only training a certain group of muscles. There isn't really too many negatives to split training. But let's say, why should you do full body training? Now with full body training, you literally train the entire body. But for full body to be effective, you won't be able to do as much isolation exercises as you would like. If you really want to get the most from full body, majority of your full body workouts are going to be compound exercises. Majority of your workouts are going to be with a barbell. Strength wise, you're not really losing anything by doing a full body workout. But to get the most out of it, you're going to have to do compound exercises. If you did a lot of isolation, you're going to have to do a lot of different exercises, which will make your workout even more longer. So with full body, you probably couldn't train this 7 times a week properly and effectively. Maybe physically you can, but you wouldn't notice the growth, you wouldn't notice the recovery, and for majority of people, they might not be able to stick to training the full body every single day. What most people do when they do full body workouts, for those that are beginners, they might go 2-3 times a week, and those that are more advanced might go up to 4 times a week, which will basically go over a 2-week period, and they'll miss every other day. So they'll go to the gym Monday, off Tuesday, Wednesday go to the gym, off Thursday, Friday go to the gym, off Saturday, Sunday go to the gym. Now, it wouldn't start again Monday they go to the gym, nope. Monday they're off, Tuesday they're back, Wednesday they're off, Thursday they're back, Friday they're off, Saturday they're back, Sunday they're off, and then it'll go back to Monday, they're back at the gym. So that would be an on and off workout that over a 2-week period, they would have gone 7 out of 14 days, which is basically every other day. Now, there's a lot of science that will say you need to rest at least 48 hours between a workout for the muscle to achieve growth and be fully repaired from the previous workout and whatnot. But everybody's different. Some people have faster recovery, some people have slow recoveries. Generally speaking, 48 hours is like a good time window to work with. The pros of training full body is you can train everything in a day. If time is an issue or consistency is an issue, you only need to do 2 or 3 workouts instead of doing like 6 workouts with split training. So you can just do 2-3 workouts and you know you're done for the whole week, and you can take 4 or 5 days off from the gym, if that's what your goals are. The negatives is you won't be able to do much isolation work. If you like going to the gym frequently, you probably shouldn't be doing full body workouts. And let's say there's a specific muscle group you want to target, full body really isn't for you. Whereas doing a split workout, you can target a muscle with so much more time and so much more volume. So now you have some basic information. You can either decide full body, a couple days a week, hit everything, easy to maintain, but won't see as much effective growth. Full body workouts, you get the whole body trained, 3 days, more resting periods, and maybe easier to be consistent. Split workout requires more consistency, but you probably will see a better effect in the long term. You can do a lot more isolation work to really chisel on what specific muscle you're working. Personally, like I said already at the beginning of this video, I do splits because I feel split workout is the best way to train.